Welcome to Captain's Game. I'm your host, Lorenzo da Costa. Welcome back, everybody. It's our Friday show. Yes, it is Friday. Okay, already, jeez. Yeah, it's our best picks for the weekend. College football, little NFL. See if we can do anything, because last night sucked a large one. I mean, yeah, I know I told you to tease, but see, that's why we didn't put too much on it. We didn't really like it last night. Yeah, it was just an ugly game to watch as far as the NFL. That was just a bunch of damn field goals. Yeah, so moving on, though, let's get our picks out for the week. That's why, well, I don't know if that's why you do listen. First game, Indiana, Nebraska. This is one we just want to keep our eyes on for the under 52 here. Both QBs possibly out for each team. Yeah, see if he's coming back. I'm just going to keep an eye on it. We don't know yet, and they're probably not going to release it till, who knows, could be game time decision. So let's, first game of the week that we like, Minshew at Kentucky. This is interesting here. Yes, we're going the opposite way and going against Mizzou as we did. We went for him last week, and I always hate these spots. It's a bit of a psychological thing with me and many other bettors. I'm sure that you're like, oh, this Mizzou team, they keep fucking me every week, so I'm not going to play them. You got to keep that out of your head. Go with what looks best, what you've done your research on. We like going against them in this spot. For them last week, against them in this spot. We're getting 10.5 with Kentucky at Kentucky. This was a tough loss to Mizzou. I think they're trading down. They've had a couple of cupcakes maybe, and they played some good games, got a high-powered offense. But you go into Vandy, just get your ass stomped. That's a tough one to overcome. Kentucky's have owned them the last 4 years. 4-0 SU, 3-1 ATS. Kentucky did lose to Georgia, 21-0. Not a horrible score for a Georgia team. So they held their own. Georgia usually puts up some big numbers, but Kentucky, they held them. So I do like a home game here. They did give Florida a game. Kentucky did at home. They beat up Toledo at home. Like I said, 4-0 ATS last 4 home games. The Tigers, 2-7 the last 9 away. Mrs. got Georgia and Florida on deck. I think this is a bit of a sandwich game. After coming off a tough loss, they definitely don't want to lose to Kentucky. But going into Kentucky after this, after 2 home games in a row, or 2 away games now, going into Vandy, now Kentucky, and getting double digits, dog at home. Yeah. It's one we really like this week. Kentucky, plus 10. No. You hit the wrong one, man. That's we want the moneymaker one. But the kids cheering's okay. We'll take it. Moving on. Also in the show, we like to do we do a little bet each week on large, whether it's a large dog or a large favorite. And we like to call it "Eat That Shit." We eat the largest amount of numbers. Anything in college football over 15, anything in NFL over 10. Whether it's going the favorite or the dog. So we'll do one pick for you. We like to call that, eat that shit.
You're in big trouble, though, pal. I eat pieces of shit like you for breakfast.
Yeah, we're going to eat the largest amount of line, and also, we'll take the biggest dog, and we'll let you know which one of those are for each week. Next game I want to look at college football is Michigan. We talked about it earlier this week. We like them a lot here. And look, the line's already moved. It's moved in our favor. It's moved to +1 now. Michigan started off, I believe, like -1.5, 2 maybe. Now they're already +1. This is great. Let it keep going. I'm going to let it keep going. I'll take more points with them. I really think they're trending up. Everybody thinks they're going the opposite way, but they really played a tough game against Penn State. I don't have to go into that too much more. We talked about it last week, and I was just waiting for this line to move up, and it did. So we're going to take them. We might wait till the last minute. I believe it's a noon game. But yeah, I like Michigan. I think they know they still have a chance if they get a win here against Notre Dame at home. It's going to be a tough environment for Notre Dame. And again, I don't think Notre Dame. I don't. Let's move on. So Michigan, definitely Kentucky in. Now, I believe it is already time. Are we already going to do it? It's a time for our largest dog of the week. This is also going to go in a money line play. I think we're going to play a small money line play on this huge fucking dog. We like it. Not many of you probably going to like it out there. But Boston College at Clemson. Getting 34 points. I like this. I do. I like this. I think this is a spot. We're going to go over a couple more. BC might actually win this game. It's going to happen. Clemson's going to lose this year. You just got to find it in the right spot. But we're getting 34 points. This is our biggest dog. We like it. BC covered. Last 6 against Clemson. They were 4-2. They just beat not a good NC State team. NC State's not that great this year, but they did beat them. It's motivating. They barely lost to the Louisville team this year. That is definitely trending up. They're getting better. Ever since Lamar left there, they've been struggling. But they still got a good program in place. They just barely lost to him. Barely lost to a good Wake Forest team. If you've seen them play yet, watch them. They're pretty exciting. This guy, their offense, we like them a lot. We might even like them a little bit this week. I didn't look too much at that line. Clemson has been covering, and that's where we want to change that trend. They've been covering really well this year. Let's go ahead and toss it back a little bit. They might think they have an easy game at home here against BC. I think the trend, we're going to jump on that other side of that train on this one. It could be upset alert. Watch out. This could be a good upset. Let's play $20, but we might parlay it with some other crazy money lines out there. We'll see going forward. That's really our best bets that we like. Of course, we're gonna go for a couple other ones, but we're gonna keep an eye on till last minute. But as far as for college, there's only so many you can find out there that you really, really like, and those are, I think, our best bets. That we like going into the weekend. So there's also a Super Bowl coming up this weekend. You know that in the NFL, there's a Super Bowl game. There is. We got that coming up next. Locksmith Larry, or Larry the Locksmith, whatever you prefer, will be coming up again with his best NFL pick. Again, he's our SEC extraordinaire, and when you hear him, let me know what you think. So yeah, let's move on. Next up, we do have.
You're in big trouble though, pal. I eat pieces of shit like you for breakfast.
Oh, wait, our college. We got our college football is our eat that shit. We're gonna eat some points here with FAU minus 14. You can get it at 13.5 right now. I would suggest take it, but those are the largest points that we're
You're in big trouble though, pal. I eat pieces of shit like you for breakfast.
Listen, Owls are, they're 5-0 last 5 away. Old D's 3-10 the last 13 conference games. They haven't won since their first game of the season. I just at this point I think they're giving up. Lane Kiffin put up 50 on these guys last 2 games. Again, against Old Dominion, and Old D's down to their old dirty D is down to the third quarterback. Last game they put up a whopping 150 yards total offense. So 14. Yeah, I would take a couple points over that even. So yeah, this is our favorite of the week, the largest points. I know we did say 50. Did we say 15? Well, if you buy it at fucking 15, we'll give it to you 15. What the fuck ever. I did say that. I'm already breaking the rules in my game here. Maybe cheating a little bit. Maybe we'll find one in the NFL though. So for now, this
You're
is
in big trouble, though, pal. I eat pieces of shit like you for
this is
breakfast.
the one we're gonna take. Also, another game that we're peeking at, Northwestern plus 10.5. They are again, at home against Iowa. Iowa is pretty good, but they keep the game close every single fucking game. Iowa keeps this game close. And the odds I think are always messed up after somebody plays the Buckeyes this year, because it is hard to tell, because the Buckeyes are that dominant that it's easy to skew the spread the next game. And Northwestern's not a bad team playing at home. Another large dog here at home that I like. Iowa, they're nothing special. They're good on both sides of the field, but heck, these two teams, these are good rivalry right here, and I think it's gonna be closer than we think. And where is Northwest? Huh? I know the Big Ten, but why the fuck why they call it Northwest? Huh? No. Yeah. What? It's in Chicago, right? I mean, that's not the Northwest. It's not even the Northwest part of that state, is it? No. It's like Northeast. Northwestern. I don't know, but we like you this week. Fuck you, but we like you. Get your damn cardinal directions in order. Another look at games. I know we said we were going to the NFL, but we want to look at Ohio State under second half. They've been doing it all year. In fact, I think every game. They just dominate defensively. They seem to get better throughout the game, and their offense just sputters. They just don't score many points. Now they take a look at the Michigan State Penn State under. This could be a battle, defensive battle. Penn State's defense really tough this year. Michigan State hasn't really showed it. They're supposed to be on paper. They always are every year. But another one to take a peek at. Nothing we immediately like. And also the TCU game, kind of a lopsided game here. Texas was, this might be a stay away. A good game maybe to watch, but you know what? If anything, we might lean a little bit on TCU side here. Let's get on to the NFL. Maybe a word here from Locksmith Larry right before a quick break from our sponsors. What's that? Oh, we don't have any sponsors. Okay, that's great. No. All right. Next up, NFL. Here we go. First game here. Let's see what we got. All right, 4 o'clock Eastern, or 4:25, 4:10. I don't know. Don't give a fuck. Cardiac Cats at the Niners. The Niners. Yeah, I think you know who we're going with here. We really like these Cats. You will catch. Off a bye. Niners are a little banged up on the O-line. They are missing Juszczyk. He's out. I like to think he's a big contributor in their run game. And if they don't have that, I think they run a little problems. I mean, their defense has been outstanding, but, the Cats got a good defense. And they've been relying on defense and running the ball, and I just don't think anybody can stop old Mickey McCaffrey. I really don't. Until they do. I mean, this might be the defense to do it, but he just can't. He just always finds the holes. If not, he's going to bash you over. Riverboat Ron. He's beat it up. He's got a good record against him over his career. Well, it's really only 2 games, a small sample size, but he beat him up pretty good. Carolina in all is 9-1 in San Francisco. I like me some Riverboat Ron. He does. I think they can go in here. Niners. What their best win was? What, at LA Rams? Yeah, at the LA Rams. It's fine. Beat a Pittsburgh team without Roethlisberger. I really think this is the week, guys, that the undefeateds are going to be defeated. We'll get into that game later. I really think so. If not, the 6 points is a good. If you can buy it at 6 points, get it at 6 points right now. I mean, Niners are 8-17 ATS last 25 home games, 4-11 last 15 versus NFC, 2-12 ATS last 14 after accumulating 150 pass yards, or less than 150 pass yards in the previous game. But there's some good numbers, some good past results to go off of. You know, they're coming off a wet, sloppy game, had to fly halfway across the country. Now, you know, Panthers been sitting there, you know, and they did well. They do well fine. They went into fucking London. It's English accent there. Hello, McCaffrey. You guys are fucking awesome. No, they did a great job. They traveled well. They kicked the shit out of Tampa Bay and London. San Francisco, they've probably already been there for a week. I don't know. Having some fun, smoking some weed. Who knows? I think they're relaxed. You know, they were able to heal up a little bit. And they would love... Everybody loves taking down the undefeated teams, okay? And I think this is one of them. Could be one of our money line bets. Yeah, I know. It could be. But yeah, we like Riverboat and the Cardiac Cats. That's our, you know, first bet of the NFL. Yeah, and I may be in Charlotte, North Carolina. It doesn't mean I'm Panthers fan, but you know, I am by default and by marriage. So, but there's no bias there, no bias at all. I bet against them all the time. I just don't fucking tell her. Next game. We're going to go to the New York Jets, at Jacksonville. As in this game, I was talking a bunch of shit earlier this week about Sam Darnold, you know, seeing ghosts and shit. But you know what? He's up and down. You know, he can be... At times he can look spectacular, and then the next he looked like he did against that defense, seeing some old dead Patriots or something. I don't know. But again, you know, who's he playing? Jacksonville? I think this is a great spot. You know, and even though going up against, I am a little biased against Mr. Minshew, my man crush.
That Hansel's so hot right now.
Yeah.
That Hansel's so hot right now.
He is. It's kind of dying off. I love the stash. I love the hot jorts, man. He looked good. He has some nice, you know, he's got some nice thighs that go along with those jorts, man. You know, I like everything about him. He plays with good poise. You know, young kid. I like it. You know, but it's kind of dying out because he's not really showing up, you know, barely. They did win last week. But I think these teams are very comparable. And this is a good spot, I think, for the Jets coming up. Have to excuse me. Yeah, I didn't mute, you know, the office phone. I apologize. But no, I think this is a great spot for Darnold and the Jets. They get to leave the unfriendly confines of New York, or New Jersey, I should say, which they seem to have a lot of trouble there. You take a lot there. This is like taking a vacation now. Get to go down to sunny Florida. Pressure's off of you. No ghosts down there. You know, just probably crackheads. You know, so I think this is a good spot for him. And getting 6, I mean, really? The market's really against him that much? I think he'll be ready to go. And these are two pretty equal teams. It could be a coin flip and really, you know, a 3-point game. It's going to be a slow, close game. I mean, Minshew and the boys they like to slow it down a little bit. What the fuck is going on here? And again, you know, yeah, so I think, yeah, you know, they like to slow the pace down. Run a lot, get the running game going. You know, he's not he doesn't pass, 30, 40 times a game. But again, hey, you could take a peek at the under on this one, but we like the spread a lot better with the Jets +6. Let's take that as our next pick. New York Jets. Next up, we got Larry the Locksmith coming in yet? We get him on the line. Was that him? Why are we buzzing through that line? Okay, yeah, fuck you. Well, let's bring him in. See what his picks are this week. Let's see if he's going.
The boss said, "My name's Johnny, and it might be a sin, but I'll take your bet.
You there,
you're gonna
Larry?
regret, 'cause I'm the best as ever been. Johnny, you're awesome enough, you're a boy, and play your fiddle.
Good to hear from you, man. You still liking that your Bama pick this week? Everything looking still good on that? Hell yeah, man. I'm okay with that. That's all good. I got a good one for you this week. Yeah, good. Well, Locksmith Larry, thanks for coming on the show. I know it's been tough down there, being a Georgia fan and everything. Yeah, I know, man. But, and also, I'm sorry. I just, Atlanta's, and the whole state of Georgia's had a tough time, haven't you guys? The Braves out the first round, Georgia losing, Atlanta Falcons. We all know what's going on there. Yeah, man, I know it's been tough. I was just telling my lady the other day, man. We lost the rooster. Cock, something like to call it, or it's basically a male chicken. Yeah, I think we know what that is. Well, yeah, man, them damn yolks. When you lose them, you can't make more chicken. They're the ones having sex with the chickens. So yeah, so I told him, man. Times are tough. Times are tough right now. Yeah, they are. But especially you guys are down in Georgia, so I get it. It's been tough. So what do you got for us this week? You got something good? Where are you going to? I know you typically stick in, the southern regions with your games, because that's what you pay most attention to. But where are we going? Where are we going this one? Yeah, man, I like New Orleans. Yeah, we're gonna go ride with them this week. Yeah, what's the spread looking like on that game? I don't know, man. It don't matter the spread. Look at I did my research. I told you. All right, well, give it to me. We're going with Drew Brees is back, man. Oh, Breezy. That's worth at least 20, 22, 23. I'd say about 20. Yeah, around there, 20, 21, 22. He's worth that many points, man. So we're gonna take it whatever it's at, man. You're gonna take it minus 21. Oh hell yeah, man! That Drew Brees back, man. I told you, did my research. He's back. He's ready to go. I don't see this game. This game be gonna be close at all, man. Well, there you have it, man. That's just some valuable information that we can all use with Brees being back. Yeah, they could be good. You're not worried that he might be off a little bit? Man, how long you been in the NFL, man? That guy could throw. He'll throw for 500 yards first game back, beating records and shit, man. That's all I got, man. So I gotta get back. I gotta go find me. A rooster this week, man. Gotta get them chickens going, man. Yeah, okay. Well, I'll let you get back to it. Yeah, man. Go Dogs. All right, there you have it. Larry the Locksmith. Locksmith Larry going with New Orleans. Not a pick that we particularly like. I believe it's at, minus 10, double digit. Breeze is back. It is enticing to try to jump on that right away. But I don't know. We'll see what old Larry can pull off. But yeah, let's jump on over to the Super Bowl of the week.
Ready, down,
yeah, we got a Super Bowl game coming up. Who is it? Yeah, the Brownies at New England. Getting 12 points. Love this game. If not, my favorite game of the week. It's 12 points is a lot in the NFL. I understand the Patriots are covering machines right now, but it's time to start jumping on the other boat on that end. It's maybe even our money line, one of the money lines this week. I think jump against the two undefeated teams in the NFL right now. We would love to jump on that. Maybe even throw in Boston College, get a big one. Every now and then we like to do those little bets. We're not going to get too crazy, but we love the lines on these. This is the Super Bowl for the Browns, the old Brownies. I think it's a great spot. Really, they are a better team on paper. I do believe that. But that doesn't really equate to wins. No, never does. But I really think if they can get it together, they can beat them. This might be the team to beat them in a good spot. New England thinks they're just going to walk all over them. Browns, they've been bashed all year. This is the week. This is the week to change the media around. This is the week. They've got every single player thinking that this is the Super Bowl. Okay? They do this here, they're good to go the rest of the season. Public money all over, but it's still good. The amount, I'm sure there's quite a bit on Cleveland, so they're probably evening up the lines, and it's probably not going to move that much because those boys in Cleveland love to bet, man. But I love the over here too. I think this is going to be a smash mouth. Sorry, the opposite of that. It ain't gonna be much smashing. Just you think New England's defense is good? Well, we'll see. I think there's gonna be a lot of touchdowns in this game. A lot of under trends too. So I think this is one where we just go on the opposite side here, get on the other train, and take the other way. It's good to be on those sides. Every week there's always something that happens in the NFL or college football that we wake up the next week and we're like, what the fuck? How did that happen? Oh my gosh. It's going to happen every week. And it's good to be on that other side of it. Okay? Let's get on that other side of it. Say, I knew that. I knew the Browns were going to beat them. Because it's going to happen. It's just, you gotta find the right game where it could happen. I think this is a good spot for the Brownies coming off a bye. They're going to be recharged. They're going to be ready to beat this New England team. And again, I think they're better on paper. They've got a lot more athletes. Patriots always put good teams on the field. I get it. But they're not going to win all their games this year. They're not. It's so tough to do. They done it one year and get what? They still lost at the end of the year. The biggest game, but let's, take Browns plus 12. We like it. Like it a lot. Cardiac Cats plus 6, Jets plus 6. These are some heavy numbers for the NFL, and we like them. I think we might got one. What do we got? One or two more here. Anything else? That we like for the week. I think that might be it. Peek at some. We might have a pick on. We've been peeking at the Monday night game. I think that's just too heavy of a line. 14 Steelers with is Hodges playing? I don't think he is. I think they got what's his name back. So still, come on, that's just embarrassing for the Dolphins. And this is going to be an embarrassing game to watch. Why are we putting these teams on Monday night? And Browns got all these national games. The Jets, would we think they were going to be good this year? Yeah, I guess so. Watch out. We're looking at the Bills, Eagles. As long as the coach doesn't talk shit for the Eagles, I think. If he does, I think we go with the Bills on this side. Rodgers having an MVP season. Just like 2011, him and LaFleur got something going. But this could be a trap game. I don't know why it's so low against KC. Is Holmes playing? Is he not? I don't know. He was on the practice field, but I doubt it. He separated his kneecap. He can't be playing. Also, one scary thing about the Panthers game that I don't like, Cam is back to practice. He was out there throwing it. I just think this guy is a disease right now to winning. And being out there, that does kind of scare me. Let's not take that game. Let's not take it. Damn it, Cam. You had to come back on the field, messing shit up, messing up the aura. No, we still like it. We still like it. So, keep an eye on if home. I doubt Mahomes is going to be playing. Indy, I think they're a little overvalued in this game, I believe. We're staying away from that. Staying away from Breeze returning, but old Locksmith likes it, so, put your money on that. you know. Yeah, we don't like it. So, hey, next we'll be around Tuesday or Wednesday. We'll put out our weekday picks and also do a little recap of last weekend, see what happened, see if we can talk about some undefeateds getting defeated. Yeah, thanks for listening, and we're out.